Hey guys, Mura here, and today we're gonna talk about JP and how Capcom should balance JP going forward for Season 2. Now, they have already probably decided on what they're gonna do with the patch notes, but still wanna throw my hat into the pin. And JP is widely considered to be like the best character in the game, or at least top 3. If you don't consider him the best, he have to be in your top 3, right? And balancing him is complicated. I thought a lot about this, and really it's difficult. And what makes balancing JP so hard is the fact that he doesn't have a clear archetype. And entertain me on this one, right? You can say that JP is a full screen zoning character because he got the shadows, he got the pierce, the spikes, he got departure, that once he sits, like he can control neutral pretty much. So his full screen zoning game is absolutely terrific. This one is amazing, right? So you can say he's a full screen zoner, and I would understand. You can say he's a mid-screen control character, and I will also understand because he got like the standing medium punch, amazing book, crouching medium kick. This is probably like one of the most annoying moves in the game, and he got the disjoints, crouching medium punch, standing heavy punch, both of which are fully cancelable, both of which will lead to like knockdowns where he then gets back to his full screen zoning. He also obviously got like the anti-air that is probably like the best anti-air in the game because he gets to set departure, so pretty much checkmates you in the neutral and force you to go back into his zoning game. So his control is amazing. But you can also make an argument, a really good one, that he is a rushdown character. And I'm not talking even about set play, I'm talking about strictly rushdown, right? Because he got tools like this standing heavy kick, and this standing heavy kick is 12 frame startup, but it is +2 on block. What makes this so good is that 12 frame startup. And you may be wondering, Mura, why is this good? It's good because this catches pretty much like the latex. This catches like perfect parry attempts. Like if I knock down, I don't know if I'll be able to set this up with the recording, but let's say for example that she is gonna wake up with tap parry, right? See this? If she's trying to like tap parry on wake up, this is just the perfect speed for this move to catch this sort of attempt, right? And also the latex, so it's amazing. And for some forsaken reason that I fail to understand, it also hits crouching. Even though it clearly looks like a high, it still hits crouchers. So absolutely amazing, right? He got the drive rush crouching medium kick, the drive rush overhead, both of which are plus on block if he does them out of a drive rush, both of which he gets combo out of if he happens to land them on hit, right? So again, let's set up that scenario where the opponent is doing a wake up parry, right? Maybe they will go for the wake up parry because they wanna deal with the low overhead, right? Away, it's over. He got a command grab, and it wasn't really an option that I was considering that much prior, but once I see Julio and what he was doing with it in Capcom, I was like, damn, this is actually brilliant. This is actually brilliant, and up close like that, it's not that easy to react to, right? It's still obviously like reactable if you're waiting for it, but it can be hard, right? And if you committed to the parry, that's it. GG's, you have eaten a punish counter. And on like an EX command grab, that is like 30%. That is insane, right? So he does have amazing rushdown potential. I'm sorry. So you can make an argument for him being a rushdown character, right? And you can also make an argument for him being a set play character, right? Because anytime JP like gets to land a hit, right? If for example he can set up a departure, bam, and now like I don't exactly know his set play, but because of departure, his set play is absolutely insane, right? his set play, especially with departure in the corner, is absolutely insane. And obviously, like, you have to remember that he got level 2 super, which means high level mix-ups for everyone, right? So there is amazing set play potential as well. And this is what makes it difficult to talk about JP and what we should do, because really, first and foremost, we have to decide which type of character he is, right? How I personally would change JP is I would focus on what makes him unique. I don't think he should have like the blossom block or like jab confirms, right? Like having these sort of like jab confirms and frame trap tool and all of that. I don't think this is where his unique tool set really shines, right? And obviously there are other like rush down offensive tools like the heavy punch and the fact that it hits opponent in like an airborne juggle set. There's all of that. You know it, it's well documented. How I would design JP will actually define what I would do to him, right? Because you have to focus on his strengths and nerf the areas where he really shouldn't be amazing at. So if the design is he should be amazing at control and zoning, right? Control and zoning are amazing. This means that his defensive options or his offensive rush down options, one of them should be weaker. One of them should be weak. So if I'm gonna keep the zoning entirely intact, the shadows and the cancels and all of that, and keep his anti-air just as good, then I will either target OD Amnesia and his defense in general, or I will target his rushdown. What Capcom did with OD Amnesia, you probably seen the changes, right? They made it so that it got like additional scaling. So for example, this is where like here I set up recording, Chun-Li is gonna try to grab me. So they did change this now so that like the combo follow-up he's getting here will do like less damage. I messed it up, but you know the combo. He get another rip. So they made it so that this does less damage, but this doesn't really change that much. Because if he just straight out combos into the level 3, level 3 still got like the 50% minimum scaling, right? So level 3 super will always do at least 20%. So if he ends the combo with level 3, he's still set. And this is not the only thing he can do. He can go for the positional advantage. Maybe people have forgotten that JP can do this, right? Like he can side switch you back into the corner. And at bare minimum here, like he can set up a departure. I don't know why I'm failing it right now. Right? At bare minimum, he can set this up and now he gets to like combo you or at least have a very commanding corner position, right? So adjusting the scaling is like a good start, I guess, but it doesn't entirely fix Amnesia. And there is a lot that you can do, right? You can change it so that what I would change personally is the scaling and make it so that if you happen to hit him here, the bombs will disappear, right? So he can't really do that. And even then, if you do that, he will still have the ability to go for the level 1, right? He still will have this, which pretty much makes this this move like so hard to balance, because there is a scaling, there is a bomb that detonates, there is the active frames, there is the positioning, there is the fact that he can level 1 here and makes it pretty much a safe OD Amnesia. So there is a lot, but yes, if the idea is he's supposed to be a control character, then nerf OD Amnesia and maybe check out his rushdown. If he's supposed to be like control character and rushdown, then maybe his zoning, like departure, shouldn't track as well as it does. Maybe he shouldn't be able to set this up and instantly teleport, right? So a lot of it comes down to how you see this character and how you build him. Me personally, I would take away some of his offensive tools, exactly like his standing heavy kick. I will make it so that this move does not hit crouching opponents, that it will whiff like that. The overhead shadow, I will remove this from being like +6 is kind of ridiculous. I would take this away and kind of like reduce his rush down a little bit. I would weaken his offense a little bit to compensate, and also take away his throw loop, right? Because he really doesn't need it if that is the build we're going for him, right? This is what I'm sticking with. He's a character that got a very unique toolkit with the shadows, the zoning, and all of that. So keep the zoning intact, keep his mid-screen strengths, as disgusting as it is, keep it intact, but nerf his offense so that he's not a god that does everything. I would love to hear your thoughts. How would you balance JP? How would you actually, change this character so he can make a little bit more sense? I would love to hear your thoughts about all of this in the comment section below. I will be leaving a link to the Patreon, Discord, Twitter, and Twitch pages in the description. Thank you so much for watching and stay safe.